Welcome back, guys. We're going to go ahead and start a new segment. We're going to get into some hot topic stuff, and nothing hotter right now going on than the Super Bowl and NFL playoffs.
I don't know. Tom Brady retiring is pretty hot too, but we can talk Super Bowl first.
That's just because you have a man crush on him.
Well, now, and I can't wait to talk about Tom Brady and that news, but the first things first, the Bengals are in the Super Bowl, which is like the first time in how long? I mean, I don't even know.
I believe it was 89. And the reason why I know that, my fiance, huge Ohio person, she's not even a football fan, but the Bengals are her team. She refused to cheer for the Bengals the entire playoffs because they always lose. And I told her, in overtime, when they're kicking the field goal, I go, I think it's safe to cheer for your team finally.
81 and 88?
88, okay.
81 and 88. So in the 80s, they went twice. Both times lost, it looks like. The Bengals fell 20-0 at halftime in 88, which is crazy. I think that the same thing is going to happen this year. The Rams are going to demolish the Bengals. But what we were talking about before we got going is the big thing with the NFL is it's so freaking rigged. Whatever side the money is on, that's who's going to win no matter what. And I think that there is going to be a lot of sharp action on the Bengals just because good odds. Joe Burrow showed some freaking crazy whatever last week.
And he's lovable.
I also saw 3 different people. We talked a couple weeks ago about sports trading cards. I saw 3 different people, like they're ballers. They're all doing really well. One of them was insurance. One of them's a big crypto guy. And then one of them's just a trading card guy. All of them last week posted picture of their Joe Burrow's cards. They're Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow's rookie season type card. Like that card's going to be probably worth some money, but
no doubt, especially after he wins.
Oh man, I think it's possible, but the Rams are favored by 3.5. Okay, the money line is plus 155 for the Bengals. I think it's going to start to move heavy in that direction, right? More and more people are going to be betting on the Bengals, and that line's going to come down, and that's what I'm waiting for. I think it could go the opposite too, though. Who knows? I'm just speculating here. This is just total speculation. We're not sportscasters or anything like that, but
and heck, I barely even watch football.
It should be interesting. It should be interesting for sure. I think the Rams are going to dominate the Bengals overall. It's just going to happen.
I think Joe Burrow is a winner. I turned the game on. It was 21-3.
I'm curious to know what you think, right? Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? You do not count if you're in Ohio, okay? Because we all know that you're going to root for your team. And likewise, if you're in California, you're probably a liberal, so whatever.
But California, I mean, the Rams are new to them. I mean,
yeah, no, it's in LA too. It's basically a freaking home game.
Back-to-back years.
It's a home game for the Rams. So if you're betting, I would probably bet on the Rams. That is not financial advice. It's not even betting advice. But if you're a betting person, I would probably go with the Rams. What I would rather talk about, because I'm freaking blown away and also heartbroken, in other news, right? Tom Brady freaking retires.
It was a wonderful day.
What, did you see this freaking statement?
I did.
The statement is ridiculous. First of all, I'm not going to read the whole thing. The full transcript is on his Instagram. It's also all over the internet. But this portion here, this is difficult for me to write, but here goes. I'm not going to make that competitive commitment anymore. I've loved my NFL career now, and now it's time to focus my time and energy on other things that require my attention. Here's my favorite part. To my Bucs teammates, blah, 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 blah. To all the Bucs fans, blah, 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 blah. To the city of Tampa, blah, 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 blah. To the Glazer family. To the Bucs general manager. To my head coach, Bruce Arians. To this, to that, to the other.
Fuck you, New England.
Fuck you, Patriots. Nothing in there about the Patriots, which is great.
It because I'm a lifelong Tom Brady hater.
I'm a lifelong Patriots hater, and unfortunately, Tom Brady. So here's my dilemma, right? Tom Brady at the Patriots hated him, right? It's like, fuck the Patriots. You know, Tom Brady, you're lumped in there too because any team from Boston, horrible, right? The Red Sox, the Patriots, trash. Like, just they can be good teams, but total trash fans, total trash to root for.
Worst fan base,
worst fans
sports.
ever. Yeah. So Tom Brady unfortunately got wrapped into that, right? Now Tom Brady comes to the Bucs, and I'm like, man, I can't hate Tom Brady. And then Tom Brady wins a Super Bowl, and I'm like, I love Tom Brady, right? I'm a Tom Brady fan. I'm a Bucs fan. I've been a Bucs fan my whole life. I live here. So Tom Brady, you know, goes into next season, takes us pretty far, and then retires. And it's like, damn it, I was just starting to like you, Tom. Like, I literally just started to develop this, like, newfound love for Tom Brady.
Yeah,
you
man crush.
You have to respect the guy. I mean, the guy is incredible.
No doubt. No doubt.
And you have to respect his talents, his drive, his efforts. And it's got to be exhausting to go 22 years in the NFL and being competitive that whole time. I think I listened to something the other day that said he had two seasons with single-digit wins. Incredible. Every other season, he had double-digit wins.
Incredible. And that is, so as a lifelong Tom Brady hater, still hate him to this day. Never because I thought he wasn't a quality quarterback. I mean, he's definitely statistically the greatest of all time. I will still go on record saying I thought Peyton Manning was a better quarterback. Brady had more tools, and he motivated people better. I think that you wanted to win because you didn't want Tom mad at you because you lost. I think. Agreed. He motivated people out of fear of losing, I think. But what this proved to me...
Do I motivate people out of fear of losing?
No. What this proved to me more so than anything, that my reason why I hated Brady still stands to this day. It's more clear than ever that he is a whiny little bitch. And
I don't think so, man.
I do. He complains on the field. He cries to the refs constantly.
He just expects the best out of everybody.
But him not acknowledging the Patriots or anything New England shows that he is so spiteful about how things played out that he's being a little bitch. Even Peyton Manning, who got basically cut from the Colts for Andrew Luck, still acknowledged the Colts when he retired.
He will 100%. He will 100% acknowledge the Patriots. Like come on.
But the fact that he put out an 8-tweet or 8-page.
Yeah, because
quote,
this is current, right? It would be like, I mean, it would just be like.
He's a whiny
little
bitch.
It would just not make sense to bring up the Patriots in this. I'm happy he didn't, right? I'm very happy. He did. He mentioned to agents Don Yee and Steve Dubin. He mentioned
Bill Belichick,
personal trainer
Kraft.
Alex Guerrero. He mentioned every single he very clearly mentions every single Bucs staffer and employee.
Are you trying to prove my point for me?
Even down to the guys handing out the popcorn and the drinks and the soft pretzels and everything else, down to the janitors cleaning the toilets and everything, right? Every single Bucs employee. But that's because it's relevant today.
Whiny little bitch. You're talking about your career and how you're walking away, and you can't even acknowledge the time that you had with the Patriots, which is why is the
maybe he hates the Patriots too. That's probably why.
Very possible, but don't hate the Patriots. Fans didn't do anything to you.
I have always believed in the sport of football is an all-in proposition. Okay,
whiny little bitch.
If 100%, I think insurance. We're not going to talk insurance, right? We can't talk insurance. Never mind. We can't talk insurance. Okay. But I think insurance is the same thing. All-in proposition. 100% competitive commitment isn't there. You won't succeed, and success is what I love so much about the game. And he's had a lot of it. There's a physical, mental, and emotional challenge every single day that has allowed me to maximize my highest potential. And I have tried the best these past 22 years. There's no shortcuts, right? That to me does not sound like a whiny little bitch.
You can't deny his competitive drive, his commitment to the game, and his commitment to get better. I mean, they talked about at the match when it was originally Phil Mickelson, Tom Brady versus Tiger and Peyton. Brady's over there doing wind sprints in the parking lot because he's got to get ready for the season. Like, he is absolutely committed to being the best person and best player that he could be. It's just like Kobe or Jordan or anybody who put in the extra effort. But when things don't go his way, he whines.
Well,
because he's gotten everything going his ways. Like, he doesn't even make the most money in his household.
Sit there and say that, because I know what it's like to be a winner like Tom Brady, and I know what it's like to have everything go your way, and I know what it's like when something doesn't. And it's you got to. I mean, listen, it's tough, right? As a winner,
I'm glad in your mind you put yourself on the same level as Tom Brady.
I'm glad you caught that. But seriously, I can empathize with where he's coming from as somebody who's constantly getting his way. And I mean, listen,
he's got nothing else to prove in the game of football.
Definitely.
I mean, 45 years old, just basically probably going to win the MVP.
Football career behind him, right? He does make mention of all his companies, right? We'll put the football career behind him. The future's exciting. I'm fortunate to have co-founded incredible companies like Autograph.io, Brady Brand, That's cool, right? Just Brady brand, like TB12 Sports that I'm continuing to grow, blah, blah, blah. Outside of the obvious, what do you think's, next for TB?
He's going to do whatever Giselle wants him to do, because Giselle is the breadwinner in that family. And that is the funny thing about Tom Brady. No matter how great he ever was on the football field, he was never going to make more money than his wife.
Yeah, but maybe that's also winning in his eyes. Maybe he won by he hit the freaking fiance. He hit the spousal lottery, right? He hit the spousal jackpot.
Yep.
I think he's going to go into broadcasting. I think we can maybe get him on the show. I think now is the time, if ever, that we can probably get him on the show. What do you say? Can we get Tom Brady on the show? Tag Tom Brady here. Tag Tom Brady here if you want to see him on the show. I'm sure he'll see it.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to go into broadcasting. I think he's going to give back to the game of football. I'm sure he'll be a prominent voice still in the sport. I would be crazy for him not to be. But I guess we'll see.
Yeah, first of all, I can't believe you didn't silent your phone going into this, but
it's all good. Business never stops.
I don't see him going into being an announcer. I think that's the easy route. I think everyone else has done it. He'll
Eli.
Yeah, well, of course. And they're somewhat entertaining to watch. Again, I hardly watch football, so I don't watch the extra stuff. But I think he'll pave the way more so than anything. And I think the TB12 fitness financial thing he's doing, I think that's ultimately going to be his main focus.
Also, TB12 apparel is dope, dude. I have a couple of shirts and they're fresh.
Fanboy. Such a fanboy.
They're TB12, like they're TB12 Tampa Bay shirts. So it's really just a Tampa Bay shirt with Tom Brady. But I want to hear from you guys. I want to know, one, who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? Okay, drop it in the comments. Rams, Bengals. We'll make sure to get this episode out before the Super Bowl. So who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? Two, what's Tom Brady doing next? Okay, what is Tom Brady doing after sports? Is he going to go into announcing? Is he going to start making NFTs of himself? I don't know. What is he going to do?
Well, he already does that, so he'll make more.
I mean, listen, why wouldn't you if you're Tom Brady?
Correct. No, he's a smart businessman. He's just no Giselle.
Can't go wrong. Oh, man. Well, I think we should wrap it up.
It sounds good. This was fun.
Guys.